و لطفاً ادامه بدید. I say hello to all of you. In Iran, I also express my condolences about Mrs. Asma Jahangir's loss. I will go through my article very shortly. In Iran, workers are dealing with many problems, and everyday working and living conditions get worse. The gap between capitalists and workers has been increasing day to day, and this trend continues, and the income of the higher wages increase and the workers get more poor. And so that the workers are not able to, for example, have house, have food, and the minimum wage which has been imposed to the workers by the Supreme Council of Salary is 3 times below the poverty line. And that's why that many workers have not received salaries for several months, even this low salary. Unfortunately, workers in Iran have no job security or life security, and they have no life insurance. For example, according to yearly estimations, at least 20,000 Iranian workers are being harmed in work accidents. And last year, 1,200 construction workers lost their lives for different reasons. Also, a large part of the workers don't receive any determinate salary that they could be insured, and actually have no insurance. In the other hand, the following workshop under 10%, according to a law, the workshops under 10 with less than 10 employees are not included in the working law, labor law. Apart from that, at least 500,000 construction workers have no insurance in country. In this critical situation of Iranian workers, they are being deprived of having trade unions and syndicates and striking. And the workers which have established their own trade unions and syndicates, like the Syndicate of Workers of Tehran and suburb bus drivers and Haftape workers, were violently suppressed by the regime. For example, the workers of the Haftape were arrested because of having a peaceful strike. And the judiciary, instead of acting against the employers, they act against the employees, the workers, and charge them with disturbing the public order and put them in prison or exile, or even have lashed them. And in some cases, this is why the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights has explicitly banned using of inhumane punishments, including lashing. But the judiciary issued this sentence against protesting workers who lost their rights. Hereby I mention to the numbers of protests of workers. Mr. Ismail Abdi, Secretary of the Association of Iranian Teachers, Izzat Nasri, labor activists in Sakis, they are imprisoned. Ebrahim Madadi, Vice President of the Syndicate of Workers of Tehran and suburb bus drivers, and Dawood Razavi, labor activist and political prisoner, who is free on the bail. Mahmoud Beheshti Langrudi, spokesman for the Association of Teachers, and Reza Shahabi, worker activist and member of the board of directors of the Syndicate of Workers of Tehran and suburb bus drivers. In this section, I mentioned a part of the demands of the workers: raising the minimum wage and paying the salary unconditionally. having free and qualitative education for their children, banning white contracts, having good condition for the retired workers, and free insurance, stopping the firing of the workers, total equality between women and men in all affairs, the associations, the governmental associations are not the real representatives of workers, and they shouldn't be recognized by the international community. To stop imprisoning and sentencing workers. Child labor must be prohibited, and the children should enjoy their right of education and health, etc. Stopping any kind of discrimination against foreigner workers, and in the end to address the rights of nurses, teachers, and to give them their rights. In the end, I hope that all the governments would listen to the Iranian workers.